everyone, and welcome to today's assessment brief. On the 16th of July, we issued an assessment report presenting an outlook on the security environment and political situation in Guinea. Here are the key takeaways. Political tensions are relatively high due to the delayed return to civilian rule. The military-led government has yet to initiate key reforms, including a constitutional referendum and unveiling a clear transition timeline. Protests over the prolonged power blackouts have taken place in Guinea in the last 7 months. There are also frustrations over the rising cost of living. So what do these issues mean, Ramu?
Thanks, Sitati, for that wonderful overview. Under the circumstances, political tensions may rise further, particularly if the military-led government does not initiate crucial reforms to restore civilian rule. Political action groups such as civil society groups, trade unions, and even the other political parties are very much likely to intensify calls for the military to come out with a clear transition timeline, which is still a bit uncertain as the military has promised to unveil this uncertain timeline in the next year. Additional protests and strikes over power blackouts and the rising cost of living are bound to occur in the coming weeks and even months. Normal electricity supply can only be restored in the long term. And this is a pertinent issue in Guinea. It's because there is a lot of under capacity in the run of hydroelectric projects that are currently dependent on the two major rivers, that is the Samo and the Conakry rivers. Finally, the country faces a high risk of civil unrest if the protests intensify. Political instability is likely to persist. And this is also against the backdrop of existing protests, civil unrest, and even divisions within the military apparatus. And these conditions create a conducive environment for further coup attempts. Speaking about businesses that are operating in the region, Sitati, what do you forecast as the likely implications for those corporate clients and businesses that have their footprint in the region?
Thanks, Ramu. Businesses with operations in Guinea certainly face exposure to risks arising from extended power blackouts. They should consider alternative sources of energy to mitigate these risks. And finally, protests, civil unrest, and political instability imply that businesses face exposure to personnel, physical assets, and financial related risks. Thank you for joining us. But before winding it up, businesses with operations in Guinea and across Europe, Middle East, and Africa should not hesitate to contact us for bespoke and comprehensive risk assessments. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.